Hi, today I just wanted to walk you through a quick overview of the Trak platform, just so you can get an understanding of whether or not Trak will be suitable for your business. Now, Trak is available to be viewed in two different ways. The view you're looking at here is our web app. This is available on every device, Apple or Android, whether it's a phone or your laptop or PC at home in the office. Track is also able to be tailored to suit your business needs. And I want to walk you through some of the key features this morning just to take you through how Track might be suitable for you. Now, when you navigate into the Track platform, you'll notice there are lots of functionalities and lots of things that are happening. This will be tailored to your access level on the system. Your name at the top right will give you access to all of your settings. If you are a super admin setting, you will have lots of functionality. If you are a basic user, you won't be able to see much at all. And this can be tailored to suit your business needs here in these user roles. You can also set up as many people as you want here under people. This can include contractors, it can include external people from your business. Anyone with a track account can access the platform based on their access level. A couple of key things around the Track platform. When you log in, you'll notice that there is an activity feed. This activity feed you will notice in lots of different areas of the system. This allows you to see what users, what jobs, what times things have been happening, and the kind of actions that have been happening on your business. Now, you'll notice this for whole of business at the front, but when you open up a job, it will be specific to that job, and you'll be able to see things like in-field reports being completed, safe work method statements, emails and SMS coming in and out of the platform. On your right-hand side will be your schedule. If you are booked to a job or you are booked on a non-job activity like annual leave or public holidays or sick leave or trade school or whatever it is, you'll be able to see your schedule from here. You'll also be able to see any tasks that have been allocated to you. Tasks are really handy. They can be items that need to be done on individual jobs, or it might be a list of items that need to be done on site, or they can be reminders or follow ups for people in your administration team. An example here, I've got some quotes to follow up. These are automatically created after a certain amount of time using our automations feature. On our left-hand side, you'll see that we've got some recently viewed jobs. I can favorite jobs, I can search, and I can create a new job whenever I need. A job in Track is like a manila folder in a filing cabinet. When you click on a job, you can open a job up and you can see all the content inside of it. It does not matter how big or small a job is. Some of your jobs may be short and sharp. You take a phone call from a customer or you receive a correspondence through email, you create the job, and that job might have one booking, one invoice, one quote, and you go and do it. Or a job might be a larger project. You might go there hundreds of times over the duration of a job, and you can build as much information in a job as you need. Down our left hand side of every job, you'll notice there is functionality. This functionality will be tailored to your access level and also what subscription level you have in Track. But we've got obviously a key things here that are relevant to your business and making sure that your jobs run smoothly. In the middle of the page, it's simply the information that you put in when you create the job. Things like the client's name and contact information, the address, the customized fields that you need to report on, who can access the job, what status this job is in. All of this is editable if you have permission to do so. On our right hand side is simply our activity feed. So we can now see whether or not our jobs have had any activity and what type of activity it is. So, for example, I can see that there was a quote that was shared to a client. I can see that quote was received. I can see that the client has approved that quotation. This whole journey is saved into the platform. Once again, this activity feed is based on your access level. If you aren't allowed to see any finances, you won't see anything in relation to it. Now, down our left hand side is some really key critical information that might be relevant to your business. For example, we have safe work method statements. In your account settings, under your name at the top right, we have a templates tab. You can build out all the relevant templates for your business, like safety or in-field reports or quoting or orders, task lists. You might have day dockets or scripted emails or text messages or wording that you use throughout your business. When you put these templates in your settings, they are available on certain jobs. So, for example, if I want to fill out a safe work method statement, I'll be able to see my history of safety that's been completed by staff in the field. but most importantly, I can create a safe work method statement. I can access those templates from here by selecting the type of work that I might be doing on site that day. When I fill this in, it will pre-select my PPE, it'll pick up my notes and codes of practice, and it will fill out my tasks, hazards, risks, and controls. When I've filled these out, I can edit them or change them, remove or add to them, and most importantly, I can get my staff to access these in the field and they can preview and sign them directly from their mobile device or tablet, whether they're using the web app or the native app on their app store. So you have a history of safety for every single job or project that you complete. If you are a business that uses contractors, you are responsible for their safety, and this allows you the ability to give your safe work method statements and access to those to your contractors so they can fill them out before commencing works as well. We've also got the ability here to manage our notes. Notes are like a daily diary. Very simple. You can add a note in the field. You might add a note and communicate with staff. This gives you the ability to see all your photos and details associated with the job, and then you can keep on top of it. I can see here that one of our contractors has added some photos to the job. I can see what date and time it was done. If I need to, I can reply back to that. I can share it externally. I can create a task from here or manage it. You'll notice on the left-hand side as well, we've got full email and SMS. In the Trak platform, you can send emails out and you can receive emails back. You can send text messages out and you can receive text messages back. These can be automated, these can be created simply, but most importantly, all of the critical information that is relevant to your business is in the one spot. If you have external emails that come to your Outlook or Gmail or whatever provider you use, every Trak account also has its own inbox. So from here, you can allocate external emails to a job, or you might create an expense from an email, or you might create a new job from an email. This means that all of your circle of communication is in the one space and there's no gaps in the business. Our Files tab allows you to upload as many files as you want onto each job or project. So you can see plans, you can see quoting, you can see reports or photos, you can see council requirements or anything that's relevant to your business needs, all in the one space. When you create your files, you can create your own folders. These folders can have different permissions or details so that only certain people in your business can access them. Trak has a full report builder. So we touched before on the fact that we've got our templates. You can build reports that are relevant to your business. If you are a business that does inspections, if you're a business that deals with insurance, if you're a business that needs to manage ITPs or staged reporting for clients, reports will be really important to you. Reporting enables you to create or access certain reports. You can then share them externally to someone who's not on your Trak account and they can fill them out. Or alternatively, you can complete them live. Reports can be simple, yes, no questions. You might upload photos or files. You might have tables, but you also might have logic in these questions so that if you ask a question in a certain way, it's going to change the questions. If you answer something, it might notify someone. You can take signatures, dates, times, photos, images, whatever's relevant. And most importantly, when you save it, it's going to pull through all your critical job information, create a nice neat PDF that you can share with a customer or simply attach to your quoting or invoicing. Obviously, in your Trak account, you have full finances, quoting, invoicing, ordering, expenses, dockets, and timesheets, all at job level. This means that you can pick up every piece of financing that's relevant to you. You'll notice in your quotes that each quote may have multiple invoices. So you might create a quote and send it to a customer, then you might provide them with a deposit invoice, then you might invoice some line items on your quote, you might invoice a final balance. You can stay on top of all your quoting and invoicing directly through the platform. Your invoicing will also integrate with your preferred accounting package. If you are a Xero, MyOb, or QuickBooks user, you will be able to integrate your platform directly to your accounting package. That means if you create a client here, it creates a client there. If you create an invoice here, it creates an invoice there. If you create an expense here, it creates an expense there. It links your accounts together so you're not navigating between the two. If you are in your accounting package and you receive some money from a client, You mark it as paid, it comes back into here and updates your payment details, and you can stay on top of everything that's happening live. In your system as well, you've got full ordering so that you can link your products tab directly to your account. This means that you can upload price lists or product lists or spreadsheets that you can then draw down on into your quoting, or you can place orders from the platform so you can stay on top of expenses in the system. If you don't create material orders or purchase orders, you can just create expenses on a job. It's really simple to create an expense. This gives you the ability to manage all your costings at job level. You'll be able to create an expense, whether it's from here or whether it's from your email inbox, and you'll then be able to manage all your expenses at job level. You can filter everything out or export it so you can manage profitability at every job level. Trak also has a full day docket system. If you are a customer that does hourly rate works or variation works that needs to be signed off by a customer, think of variations on site, or think of excavation or different areas like concrete cutting or similar, where you are doing something at a rate. This gives you the ability to create day dockets, pull through prices for equipment, materials, labor. You can suck in orders, and then you can have it signed on site, and it will use all of your rates in the background to automatically generate the invoice. This means that you are no longer grabbing paper day books, dotting all the information down, trying to get it from your staff or workers or contractors, and putting it manually into your system. Trak has a full management of resources, scheduling, tasks, timesheets, history of signing in and out of jobs, all products used if you're using inventory. This enables you to have a full overview of everything that's going on. Timesheets can be completed on a job. It adds to the job, and it also adds to your weekly timesheet. You can have costings against staff so that you can see the amount of hours and the amount of money it's cost you live. Overtime and double time, you can once again filter or export these out, and this is all going to your finance summary, which is available at every job. There is a finance summary that means that you can suck all of this information out of a job, and you can see how the job is tracking live in real time. So when it's coming to your end of month works, you know that it's time to do some invoicing, or alternatively, you can see where you're going wrong or where you're starting right and what's happening with the system. As an overview, Trak enables you to have full business oversight in the one space to whatever level you want. So once again, in your settings at the top, you can use your company settings to change the amount of functionality you see through subscriptions. You can integrate with your preferred accounting packages or external integrations. You can automate processes to help you streamline and save you time by following up customers automatically, confirming bookings, following up overdue invoices. You've got all your finance settings, email and SMS, all tied into the system. If you are an advanced business, we have things like inventory, we've got advanced timesheets, we've got full compliance documentation, we've got the ability to manage templates, and all of our information all in the one space. As many users as you want, with as much access level as you need, for a system that should tailor to your business needs now and into the future. If you're interested in learning more about Trak, you can reach out to our team at contact@trak.co. Thank you very much.